So hey guys, now we're going to make a change to this, okay, because it's going to have an error that I forgot to check. So we're going to make a change into our well, let's add the delete and first see that. So let's go to post and this delete. So no, better said, let's add the update because what I want is to finish the update in this video and then the delete with the last changes, so it doesn't get that complicated, because that error is only going to happen because we're managing the current page with the local host. So when we delete one, if for example if this is the only one we have here, we have a limit of 3, but if we delete that one, we're going to still remain in this page, and we will need to do some changes in order to change that. So let me go where we are right now. Okay, we're going to add the stylings later. So you can see we have everything here, and we need to create the sorry, fucking throat, it's late and I will rush this because this is something we have done before, so shouldn't be much of a problem with that. So let's go to post service and to update. Sorry. So when fucking shit, sorry about that. Okay, so this one is going to be quite fast. We have almost everything in place, so we're going to receive a post and new cover. And again, guys, sorry if I curse too much. This is just the way I speak, so even you know, so sorry if that makes you feel uncomfortable, but that's the way I am, so sorry about that. So we are going to handle some things all cover and a old cover name, so we will need to add those while we are making the request or while we are sending the information to this service. So those are going to come. We need to get a handle of the name and of the image, I mean, and the name. So what we're going to do now is to create again from data, because that is what we are sending. So again, new from data, and also I have to, since I forgot about this error that is going to happen when we delete something, I need to fix the Angular. So since I already did that for React, it's going to be, you know, a problem if I don't do that for Angular, because they may say, why you fixed that for Angular, I mean for React, and you didn't do that for Angular. So yep, so we just pass the information. Okay, let me just copy this because this is something we have already done. We pass the information to the form data, so we append that, and those are strings. Okay, we're going to use those in order to delete the image. So constant options equals method. The method we are waiting is put. We're waiting for the put verb inside the API, so we need that. And the body is going to be the form data, as we have done this before. And we're going to check something. If we receive a new cover, meaning that the user has added a new file, chose a new file, the length of that file is above 0, and new cover is not equals to undefined, then we're going to say from data, we're going to append into from data the image itself. So it's going to be cover new cover, and new cover, and remember that this one is the name, so 0 and file name, so we can actually rename this file using the current name it has. So we return the fetch http localhost 4000 without that space, and API update. We already tested all this with Postman before, so okay, I have the ID there. So we know all this is working. We only need to connect the functionality, and else meaning we don't have a file, and we just pass this. So this one is when the user selects a new file, we're going to check for that, and if the user doesn't select a new file, then we use the information we have, because we need to reset the old cover and cover name in MongoDB to be the ones we already have. If not, those are going to be returned as null. So we need to go to post now, and inside update post, we are going to handle the next thing. So this one is going to be event.prevent default, and set is busy. I also was going to check some isomorphic applications, but since Next.js already does that for us, I'm going to take a look at Next.js. So in case you get someone says I want an application using React, but I want it to be SEO friendly, then you can use Next.js. It's going to be SEO friendly that way. So props that match, we use the ID that we receive, params.id, in the URL to create this object. Remember that we are setting busy, okay, because we want to show something there, the loader or a message or whatever. The title is going to be the title ref. We already have the ref and the current value that we have there in that input. The content is going to be content ref, that current value, the same. Now the old cover, remember that we have the post store in the state, so we get the cover from that post, from the current post, and all cover name is going to be the name that remember that one is the name and the other one is the URL. One is the reference of the file inside our server, and the other one is the URL from which we can get and display the image inside the client, in this case React. Now post service, we call post service that update post, and we pass the post object, and we pass the file ref. So remember, we're going to check if this is undefined and if it has a file. So we need to check actually for those two. This is not a function, we need to say then after this. So I actually spent like 30 minutes, around 30 minutes checking the error that happened or that will happen. You will see that when we delete something. So that's why you can see that we skipped some time in the clock. Okay, we move forward in time because yeah, it took me quite a bit to it's kind of tricky. You will see why, because we need to get the the correct instance of the local storage and refetch what we have. We need to change how we're receiving the posts, so that's why I saved that to be everything working in the last video, so we can fix once you see the error. So right now we're checking, we're going to set is busy to false and set edit mode to false. Right now they're going to reload and we can console that log if we want the response, and we can catch here error set is busy false and set edit mode to also false. Those two, one if we receive a response and the other one if there's an error, and console that log error, and that should be it. So let's save this and let's test. So a panel for post updated, and if we do this updated, we choose a new file, let's see, maybe this one, and update post. Nice, it's working. You can see that it's working. Okay, so that's it. We have the same image here, but it's renamed differently, so it's not going to conflict. So, and we can change this back again so you can see, and choose file. I don't think we have this one, right? Or maybe we do. Well, this one, open, and update post, and you can see it's working perfectly. Let's add, just to finish this, some styling. So tomorrow I will record the other, because I was kind of advanced with this, but I had to delete some recordings because you know, shit happens, and it's something we need to get used to when we are working with, when we are developing, okay, in this industry. So we're going to add the post container image, post container content, and loader content to have some stylings on the, and you can see we have that. So it's looking kind of good. And yeah, the next one is going to be now the display of the error that is going to happen when we delete an image. But we're almost there, guys. Next video, it should be the last one of this. So yeah, just wait for it and see you in the next one.